We're going to work on 2-8 now. Now let's go ahead and we'll get rid of this right germane here. And I'll back up to my curly brace and hit enter my indentations where I want it to be. Let's start out with a constant. So declare the data type as an int, and we'll recognize that it is a constant by the all caps, and the value will be 12. Wrap it up with a semicolon at the end of the statement, and let's declare some integers. We'll do the first one. We'll call it chicken1 and assign the value of 30, and then a comma, space. I'll go ahead and I'll copy that, come over and I'll paste it a few times, and then I'll create chicken2, chicken3, and chicken4. We've got 30, 40, 35, and 22. I'll put a semicolon at the end of the statement, and we're good there. We'll come down to the next line. Now, I need something to hold the total. Since I'm only dealing with integers, it can be an integer. Declare a few more. I'll call it dozens and leftover. And that statement. So I've declared all my variables. Now let's perform a calculation. And our calculation is total is equivalent to chicken1 plus, you know me, I've got to go copy this. I'll change that to chicken2, chicken3, chicken4, and the statement. Dozens is equivalent to total divided by that constant. Leftover is equivalent to total modulus dozen. And that statement. So the only thing we've got left is we need the output right line. Open and close. Give me some quotes. And we'll start out curly braces index 0. Eggs is space curly braces 1 next index space dozen and curly space 2 space eggs. And now after the quotation marks we'll put our comma, and we're going to dictate or show where that index 0. Oh, I've got a little error in there. Back that up. There we go. We need to put in there what is going to populate where each of these indexes is, 0, 1, and 2. So the first one will be total. Second will be dozens. And the third will be leftover. Okay, now I've got a capitalization issue there on leftover. And one here. Okay, so it looks like we're good. Let's run the code, see what happens. It says it has an issue. No such file or directory. Let me test it and see if it works. It says that I got one of two. Let's come back. Let's see, where do we have a problem? Problem's right there. We didn't wrap up that last line. Go ahead and test it. And there, that gave us 2. Now, for some reason, when I go to run my code, that first time, it didn't like it. And it didn't recognize that eggs.cs. So we've got 127 eggs is 10 dozen and 7 eggs. Let's do the test again. 2 of 2 are passed, so we're good. Now, yeah, sometimes I'll make mistakes and sometimes you'll make mistakes. And being able to go back and realize, based on the feedback we're getting, what was wrong, learning from our mistakes, and it's easy to go back and fix when we understand how these things work. Okay, so we'll see you in the next one, and then the next one we're going to take this and we're going to create it in a way that the user inputs these values.